and welcome to the Daily Coaching Lockdown Football Training Session. So today's session number 17, and today I have 4 key parts to our session. So we're going to start off with a warm-up, then we're going to move into a ball movement exercise, then a passing and moving exercise, and then finishing off with a fun accuracy challenge, okay? So for the warm-up, all you need is a space and a ball. So once you've got your space and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Cool, so for this warm-up, what you're going to do is you're going to start in your space, you're going to start with the ball in your hands, okay? You're just going to simply be moving around the area, bouncing the ball with one hand, and then catching it with 2 hands, okay? You can obviously do it with one hand to begin with, or you can do it with alternative hands as you go through the exercise itself, okay? So it's totally up to you. So as I said, start with the ball in both hands, bouncing it with one hand, catching with 2 hands. Start moving around the area and try and go for about 30 seconds to a minute. Remember, like I said, you can either do it with one hand, but you move, you might just go around with that. Or you might go around with your right. Or you might go alternative. So left, then right, then left, then right. And the key thing with this one is that we're just getting lots of movements going on. So we're moving our body, moving our feet, moving our arms, and moving our hands as well, okay, and just reacting to moving where we want to bounce the ball and also where we want to try and catch it, okay? Obviously, if you're a bit more advanced, you want to go a bit faster, then that adds a little bit more of a challenge and obviously gets us nice and got for activity. Okay? So we're going a bit faster. Okay, so you're creating a few more natural movements and obviously you're changing direction a bit more frequently as well, okay? And like I said, a lot more speeded up, so obviously a lot more energy that we're going to be burning and getting us nice and warmed up for activity, okay? Cool. Second part of this exercise, you're going to be kicking it in your feet and then catching it in your hands, okay? So start with just one foot, left foot, catch it, catch. Again, just moving around in different directions, and again, at different speeds, if you want more of a challenge, and to get more prepared and warmed up for our activity. You can change it to your right after a while. Ooh, make sure you catch it there. You can test it by doing different heights, like little ones or little touches, or you might do bigger touches. Okay, but again, making sure we don't go too far away, because we're just trying to become comfortable with using these different parts of our body. Again, the alternative. Right, ooh, and left, and right. Cool. So now you've done those first 2 parts of the exercise, now we're going to move on to the final part of our warm-up, okay? And again, involves lots of movements, but again, similar to the other previous 2 parts of our exercise, involves a lot of coordination, okay? So just being aware of using different parts of the body and reacting using different parts too, okay? Understanding where and when to use them as well, okay? So what you need this time is you're going to kick with one foot, so I'll go for it slowly to begin with. You're going to kick with one foot, so I'm going to do it with my left just to begin with. When the ball's up in the air, I'm then going to bounce the ball down onto the ground with my hand. Okay, so as an example, kick, bounce, kick, bounce, kick, bounce, kick, bounce, kick, bounce, kick, bounce. Okay, my advice is stay in one area to begin with, just so you can get used to the rhythm and get used to understanding the different types of coordination and awareness and reactions which should be needed. Obviously do it on your left, do it on your right. Okay, as you become more confident, do it alternatively, alright? So just stand in one position to begin with. Back, kick, back, back, so moving on to react to how high the ball's gone up, and also to the movement of the ball. Then do your right. And then you can do alternates. Cool, and once you get into the rhythm of that, then again, to try and speed yourself up a little bit, you can just do it as you're moving around, okay? So. Okay, so give that a try. I said a few different types of coordination. So you move around quicker if you want more of a challenge, and obviously you want to try and burn more energy to get us nice and warmed up and prepared for activities. Okay, but key thing with this one, lots of movement in terms of feet, body, changing direction, changing speed, using different parts of the body as well, so feet, arms, hands as well, okay, and a lot of coordination and awareness, okay, and understanding how to react to keep within the rhythm of that warm-up. Cool, give it a try and see how you get on. Cool, so that was the warm-up. So remember, some of the key points to take away from the warm-up is that we were trying to prepare our body physically and mentally, okay? Physically, we was getting our body nice and loose and flexible, ready for our different activities, okay? We was using different parts of the body, so we were using our feet, we was also using our hands, and then mentally, okay, we was obviously combining different movements together and making sure that we was aware of around various different points within the coordination, okay? So understanding how to use our feet and our hands, using our left side of our body and our right side of our body as well, and combining those two movements together. Cool, so now we're going to move on to the next exercise. The next exercise is a ball movement exercise, and for this you're going to need a space, you're going to need 3 different objects. I've got cones, but if you don't have access to cones, get anything from jumpers, jackets, trainers, anything you can get your hands on around the house, even including toilet rolls and cans as well, and also you need a ball. So once you've got your space, once you've got your 3 objects, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Right, so for this ball movement exercise, what you're going to do is you get 3 objects and set them out like so, okay, so it's creating kind of a triangle. Now you're going to start on the opposite end of the triangle, okay, the ball, and basically each of these different objects, okay, are going to be different stations. So we're going to have number 1, number 2, number 3. On number 1, I'm going to perform for about 30 seconds, okay, toe taps, okay, so it's going to be simple toe taps. I'm going to put off the top of the ball, okay, just doing continuously, ball not travelling nowhere, just put my foot on top of the ball, okay, so that's station 1. Station 2, I'm going to be doing outside taps, okay, so just on my toes to begin with to see how balance ready, then tapping out, tapping out, tapping out. Okay, and again, I'm not going nowhere, just slightly pushing the ball in different directions using the outside of my feet, okay, and then when I get back to this one, okay, the third station, I'm just going to be doing inside, side to side. Okay, so start off at station number 1, okay, and we're doing our soul taps. Okay, so again, 30 seconds, just continuous repetitive movements. positive, the rhythm going to it. Cool, then we're on station 2. Station 2 is using the outsides of our feet just to help us move the ball in the direction of the ball, takes the outside taps. So on our toes to begin with, nice and light, and then outside, outside, outside. Start off by little movements, obviously more confident you get, a bit more power, speed, you can get the ball moving in. Try and keep your head up whilst doing it. You can obviously feel where the ball is. Ball bring it back over, it goes away. There we go, get a bit of rhythm to it now. Cool, okay, station number 2. Then on station number 3, okay, we're just our side to side. Okay, and the thing with these exercises is that although we're not moving out at the moment, okay, they're quite physically demanding. There's a lot of movement over a repetitive amount of time, and then quite high within energy required, okay? So they're quite short, sharp bursts and speeds of movement, okay? So this one, remember, a little bit of 30-second break in between if you need to. Just get your breath back, okay? So you're not wasting too much energy. So the second exercise we're in. Okay, and then side to side. Again, head up if you can. Whoa, you can feel where that ball is. Getting comfortable, confident, using different parts of the feet to move the ball. And again, as you become more confident and comfortable, ball can travel a little quicker. So you get more movement. Younger age groups, less experience, just start. Okay, just trying to get the rhythm and continuous speed of what we need to do. Cool, okay, so next part, okay, so what's going to happen is you'll do each of those movements individually, but you'll do them at the start of your area, so I'll do it over here, okay? Now, to begin with, if we start off with our salt taps again, okay? But this time, as I call out a number, or again, if you've got somebody there with you at home, somebody there to assist you, oversee what you're doing, help you out, they can shout out the numbers as well, okay? But I'll begin my salt taps. So, if I shout out, say for example, number 2, I dribble around number 2, back to the start, back to doing my salt taps again. Okay, so we're listening out to the call for the number now, okay? What number is going to be called, which cone we need to react and move around to. Alright? So, when you're ready, move, salt taps. 3. Come around the corner on number 3. Back into the march. Salt taps. 2. And so on, okay? Then you do exactly the same when you're doing it with your inside or outside tap, okay? 3. 2. 1. And so on. Okay, then do exactly the same with our side to side. 1. 3. 2. And so on, okay? And the final part of this exercise, what we'll be doing, is you'll have to go around more than one, okay? So say for example, if I'm doing my salt taps again, and someone starts at 2-1. I go around number 2. Come back to the start. I'm going to do 5 more soul taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then row number 1. Okay? Same as if it's the outside taps as well. Okay, so do my outside taps. 3 and 1. Row number 3. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row number 1. Okay, and exactly the same again if it's side to side. Okay, so this time if I shout maybe 3 numbers, so I went 1, 3, 2. Okay. 1, 3, 2. Number 1. 5. 3, 4, 5. Number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then row number 2. Okay, cool. Now with this one, key things to think about, you're going to get lots of repetitive movements in terms of touches that you're taking. You're obviously going to be doing lots of different movements. If there's a bigger space, quick change of speed to actually get around that cone and dribble around it. Making sure that we keep a nice close control so that we can execute movements and also take the ball with us quickly when we're going on our journeys. Okay? And also really considering and thinking about when you go around these cones, how quick you can get back to the start. Okay? So real quick change of speed, real quick change of direction. But as always, using different parts of the feet to help control the ball and move the ball and take it with you on your journey. Give it a try, be as creative as you want. As there's some of you that is there with you, add in different calls, so you can do 1 number, then 2, then 3, maybe even do 4, do a mixture of them, okay? But obviously quite a physically demanding ones, so make sure you have breaks in between as well, because it's important that we're really trying to execute these movements rather than just perform them. Alright, cool, give it a try and see how you get on. Right, so that was our ball movement exercise, and remember some of the key points to take away from that is that we was really looking at the techniques, okay? Understanding how to use different parts of our feet, inside, outside, and sole of our foot, okay? Making repetitive movements to get us comfortable and confident in executing these techniques, but most importantly, okay, because it's a ball movement exercise, we're taking the ball with us on our journey, okay, of going around the cones and actually performing these movements. So as well as actually understanding how to use these different parts of the feet to execute the techniques, it was also important that we understood how to use these different parts of the feet to take the ball with us on a journey, keep it under control, and move with the ball at the same time as well. Okay, really, really important. That's why we've done lots of repetition just to become comfortable and confident in executing these movements and performing them and taking the ball with us on our journey. Cool, now we're going to go into our next exercise, and the next exercise is a passing and moving exercise. And for this, you're going to need a space, you're going to need a flat surface, so a wall or a door, whether it be indoors or outdoors, and you need 2 of the objects from the last exercise, okay? So once you've got your 2 objects, once you've got your flat surface, okay, and once you've got your space and your ball, then we're ready to go. Cool, so for this passing and moving exercise, what you're going to be doing, okay, is you're going to be setting up 2 objects like so, okay, so it's creating a gate. It's going to be directly opposite your flat surface, okay? And what's going to happen is you're going to start just slightly in front of your 2 objects with the ball, okay? Now what's going to happen is 2 types of movements. There's not too many progressions to this exercise. It's more so about the repetition and just trying to understand how to actually execute these movements, okay? And the importance of actually passing it and moving as well, okay? So what's going to happen is this. I'm going to pass the ball, I'm going to break it down. So I'm going to pass the ball, control, turn, dribble through, run from my left or right, stop, pass, stop, dribble through, back round again, pass, stop, turn, dribble through, round, stop, and so on, okay? Now my advice is do it to your left first of all, so using your left foot only, then do it on your right hand side, okay? So, obviously depending on the space you have, the more space you can have between you and the flat surface, and having the gate further away, obviously creates a bit more realistic movement. If you're limited to the space like I am, then it's obviously absolutely fine to do like this, but again, it's really trying to execute the purpose of actually moving on the ball, okay? So understanding that movement is crucial. So I'll pass the ball, stop it, through, round, stop, explore maybe stopping for different parts of the feet. So I'm going to start with my inside there, stop, turn, And so on, okay? And then for the final part of this first movement, or this first progression, okay, use both of your feet, okay? And understand if you go to your left or to your right. Okay, cool. So, first part of this is really, really important. We're just practicing the passing element of it and the receiving it, so controlling it once you've received it. Okay, so part of the pass, we've controlled the ball, it's in our possession, and then the third movement is that movement with the ball. Okay, so I'm going in the opposite direction. So, say for example, I'm facing my own goal, I've received the ball from my teammate, controlled it, I'm now changing my direction and obviously going towards your position. So, okay, so to make it match realistic, being realistic. Check. Then go, make a movement, alright? Cool. Now, again, if we want to make it match realistic, what could happen in a game? Let's say, for example, you are facing your own goal, okay, you obviously want to go towards the opposite position, then there may be a defender who's close by. So, these cones or these objects are now going to act as a bit of a pathway to direct us to where to move that ball, okay? So this time what's going to happen, okay, is I'm going to pass the ball. As I receive it, my third touch is going to go either my outside left or my outside right to direct me around this cone, okay? So then I can make my movement around it, and then just to make the movement repetitive, I'll then come through the cones this time rather than going through them in this direction. We're going through them from around the outside, alright? So I walk through it slowly, so pass the ball, touch, and then around, okay? Back through, touch, then around. Pass, through, okay, now the key thing is that the do this a bit more effectively, but try and make that movement realistic. So remember what we spoke about in previous sessions, making realistic passes, making realistic touches to actually help us change our direction, slightly change the speed. That's obviously put more room, obviously you can make the ball travel a bit quicker or a bit further away, just like we would do potentially again over a big distance. Okay, so passes. Okay, passes. Okay, so on. Then obviously you're going to get your right hand side as well. Okay, so exactly the same thing. So pass it, jump, walk. Should go far away from your feet there. Pass it, jump. Go running in. Pass it, jump. Cool, okay? And the key things of this is that we're looking at a few different things. The execution of the pass, okay, making sure it's realistic. The execution of the touch, okay, to make sure that touch brings it under control, but almost more importantly, that touch is under control, but taking it around into a new different direction, okay? So we can start to turn and change our body. And then that third thing, the movement, okay? The movement's the important thing here, okay? In a game, it's so important once you make a pass, whether you're on or off the ball, you're moving, okay? You don't want to come too still in the same place, then it's going to mean that the defender's going to approach you and you'll have less time and less space to be able to react. So that key thing is that touch around and then you're on the movement straight away. Okay, it's really, really important. But with this one, okay, pass and movement exercise, but quite heavily involved in the techniques of understanding how to execute movement, Okay, and understanding how using these different parts of the feet will help to change our direction and keep the ball under control and take it with us on that journey whilst making that movement. Give it a try, see how you get on. Cool, so that was our passing and moving exercise. Remember, we broke it down to 2 key areas. Actually making and executing the pass, okay, so understanding obviously how to make a pass using the insides of our feet, okay, making sure that the pass is realistic. So number 1, say for example we're in a game, we're actually making passes with the right amount of power and speed and weight behind the ball, but then also understanding that how we made our pass would affect how we'd receive the ball, okay, the speed at which the ball's coming back to us. Okay, and the reason why we wanted a realistic pass is because if the ball's going back to us at a quicker speed, then obviously it creates a different type of reaction in terms of how we receive the ball and in terms of our second part of our exercise, okay, where we're focusing on the movement side of it. Okay, we said that in the exercise it's really important that whenever you make a pass in the game, obviously you're always thinking about the next movement answers. You don't want to stay still once you actually receive that ball. So we looked at understanding how to control the ball, so trapping the ball, just making sure it's in our possession, under control, then thinking about the next part of the move where we're taking the ball on the journey. And the second element, okay, was the touch, okay, using the outsides of our feet just to knock the ball around to the side to help it change the direction in which the ball is now travelling, okay, and help us to then start thinking about that next movement where we're travelling with the ball, coming back around. Obviously in a game, wouldn't come back around into the same area, but really important, we're thinking about how we take that touch away from our body, away from the defender, into the new direction in which we want to start travelling to. Cool, now we're going to move into our next exercise, and for this it's going to be the accuracy challenge, and for this one you need a space, you need 4 objects, okay, and you're also going to need a ball. So once you've got your space, once you've got your 4 objects, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Cool, so for this accuracy challenge, what you're going to do is 4 objects and set them out like so, okay, so it's creating a box. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to stand at the opposite end of the box, okay, with a bit of distance in between you. Obviously, depending on how much space, my advice would be to have the furthest distance away from you as possible, okay, this obviously creates a harder challenge. And you can create some more realistic movements in terms of the speed and the actual movement of the ball. Okay, if you don't have that much of a big space, then like you have a small space, then that's absolutely fine. Okay, just really focus on the techniques and understanding how much power and speed you're putting behind the movement of the ball. Okay, you've done something very similar to this a few sessions ago. Okay, where you had a area set up and you had to try and see if you could direct the ball. And we spoke about using different parts of the feet. Similar today, we're going to be using the sole to begin with. Okay. The soles of our feet, and then we'll be using the insides of our feet, okay, both our left and our right foot. Now, when we spoke about it before, we spoke about having that part of the foot that we're using, okay, parallel or in line with where we want the ball to go, so to direct the ball, okay. So to begin with, we're using our sole, okay, and what I need to do is I need to make sure that my feet are pointing towards the direction of where I want the ball to go, so towards my target. Now in this game, what you're going to do is go for about a minute, okay, and you have to try and see how many times you can get the ball to stay inside that square. Okay, now you need to think about the surface that you're using, because my surface, the ball will roll quite heavily, okay, so I need to maybe be careful about the amount of power that I'm putting behind my movement of the ball. Okay, you also need to be aware of different objects around you. If it hits an object and then comes back in, doesn't count. Okay, you need to just go from that first initial movement away from your feet. So go for a minute, see how many times you can get the ball to stay in the area. No chance there, quick back. Try again. No, quick back. And you just keep going, okay, repetitive movements. Pick one foot to begin with if you want to. Is it stop? No, quick back. Okay, each time it stops in that area, give yourself 1 point. Yes, I give myself that point that time. Bring it back. No, too heavy. Okay, and after you've had a few times to your left, you might then go on to your right. Let's go out. Back. Not quite. Right back again. So if I've got 1 quick. much. It's too much. Couple more goes. Is that good enough? Yeah, no, not quite. One more go. If not, then I'll settle for my 1 point. Okay. So this one, really think about the technique, okay? What power, what part of the form? Oh no. Okay, so I've got 1 point, right? Happy with 1 point. Obviously, as you go on, you can obviously try and see if you can beat the score, and you can potentially play against somebody else, if you're a family member or a sibling, something like that, okay? Or you can play with a friend virtually as well, okay? Again, key thing is making sure that if you do have that space, you can be further away. Also, as well, a good surface would be maybe a carpet or grass, okay? So that's going to help to slowly moving the ball down. With a flat surface like this, it's quite slippery as well. It's going to mean the ball is going to simply roll, okay? So you're not going to get as many realistic movements. Again, these are just games to show you some ideas of what you can do, and if you can be as creative as you want. Go from different sides, possibly. So you can play with 2 of you, take it in turns, or both at the same time. Okay, so you might end up knocking each other's balls out. Okay, it could be quite interesting and quite fun to do. Okay, so we use our sole. Next one to do is using the inside of our foot. Okay, left and right, and again, exactly the same process. I want to make sure that my inside of my foot is parallel to the target of where I want it to go. Okay, and again, I'm not putting too much power, I'm just thinking about the technique of getting the touch on the ball. That might be enough. Too much, too much. Now again, sorry, I forgot to mention as well, if you need to, make the area bigger. Okay? Make the area bigger, make the area smaller. These are different challenges which you can try and add into your exercise, okay? Too much there. Yeah, just too much. Oh no, not quite. Let me get on there. Slowing. No! I'm going to give myself that point that time. Just in. So 1 point. Okay, and again, as you become more confident and comfortable, try and choose your other foot as well. Look at the same process. Don't be too hard, get too heavy on the one. Bring back. Touch. Yeah, slowing. No, too much. No, way too much that time. Yeah, mid last you go. Last guy, so we're going to get 1 point again. Happy with 1 point, that's a tough challenge. Oh, that guy is playing. Yeah, I don't know what, I'm going to give myself that again, just. Cool. So, the 2 points in that one where I use the inside of my feet, 1 point where I use the sole, okay, again, compare them, see the differences, find out maybe why that's happened, is it maybe the sole. The easiest direct foot is the inside easiest direct foot, or the movement of the ball, okay, and really just trying to understand the difference between the 2 different techniques, okay. And the third one, like I said, just be creative, okay, so you can make the area bigger, smaller, depending on obviously the size that you're using. You can potentially use a smaller ball if you have one, okay. You could try and be creative in terms of the type of techniques you use, so you might try and do something like instead you're using a sole to roll it backwards. No, too much there, okay? You could possibly do it where you're doing it on a little volley, okay, or a half volley, so dribble down. And then try and see if it rolls. Obviously in a surface like this, keep on rolling, but again, if you're on the grass or you have carpet, you might slowly move the ball down, okay? But again, just try and be as creative as you want, okay? You might be able to do something like a little bit of skill. If it rolls in. No, too much at time, okay? But like I said, adding your own different ideas, be as creative as you want, make the challenges harder or easier based on your age, ability and experience, okay? And obviously if you have somebody else there with you, a family member or a friend virtually, and get them involved as well to help to create and bring out some competitiveness, okay? Give it a try, see how you get on with the Active Challenge. So that's the end of session 17. So just very quickly to recap on some of today's key points, okay? So there's a big heavy focus on repetition today, okay? Understanding that the more we execute a movement, the more comfortable and confident we're actually going to be in performing that movement in different scenarios and different situations, giving us those decision-making skills, okay? So really important that we're exploring with different parts of our feet, inside, outside, sole of our foot and our left and our right foot, to understand that when we're moving with the ball, how it helps us to keep the ball under control, and how we can take it with us on our journey, okay? So we can actually move with the ball, okay? Then obviously when we were doing our passing and receiving, it was about understanding how much power, weight and speed to put behind our passes so that we had a realistic ball to come back to us. And then it was all about using the outside of our feet to help us direct that ball away from our body, away from a defender, and into a new direction so that we can continue to move the ball in our new space or within our new area, okay? And obviously with the accuracy challenge, it was all about, again, very similar to the passing, understanding the power, weight and speed to put behind the technique of actually moving the ball, so the movement of the ball, okay? And really, really important with that one as well, it's about understanding the technique of how to direct the ball and direct the movement of the ball towards our target or towards its destination, okay, to be successful. Cool. So I really hope you liked today's session. As always, please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment and interact with the video. Let us know any types of sessions which you want to see coming up, and we'll be sure to try and get them involved in it as well. Okay, but as always, I really hope you enjoyed the session. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care, and I'll see you soon.